morning. This is the Board of Public Works and Safety in Kokomo, Indiana on November 18th. First order of business today is to approve the minutes from the November 10th meeting.
I make a motion we approve the minutes from the meeting held on November 10th, 2020.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. With no items from police and fire, we'll go on to new business. And first, we're going to receive bids for the 2021 towing service contract for City of Kokomo.
Okay, the following companies have sent in bids for the 2020-2021 towing services for the City of Kokomo. First one is Sutton's Towing, 1112 South Dixon, Kokomo, Indiana, 46902. The next one is Competition Towing and Recovery, LLC, 1101 South Apperson Way, Kokomo, Indiana, 46902. Next one is Martin Wrecker Service Incorporated, 1234 East Sycamore, Kokomo, Indiana, 46901. Next one is Johnson's Towing and Recovery, LLC, 714 North LaFountain Street, Kokomo, Indiana, 46901. Next one is Marvin's Auto Parts and Services, LLC, 111 East Gano Street, Kokomo, Indiana, 46901. And then the last one is Misfit Towing and Recovery, LLC, 908 South Home Avenue, Kokomo, Indiana, 46901. That concludes this.
All right.
Make a motion we take the bids under advisement.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is to award bids for the 2021 material services for the City of Kokomo. This comes from Tiffany Bowen, the clerk for the Board of Works. There were 19 companies that provided bids, which were received by the Board of Public Works and Safety on October 21st, 2020. The bids were reviewed by the affected department heads and myself. The following recommendations and comments will be listed in accordance with the items listed in the notice to material dealers and contractors, which were advertised on October 2nd and October 9th of 2020. Item 1, all grades of asphalt, concrete, liquid asphalt, emulsified asphalt, and cold pour single petroleum emulsion and tar per gallon. Bidders were E&B Paving and Seal Masters. Recommendation, accept the bid from E&B Paving per Joe Ewing at Street Department. All grades of asphalt, concrete, liquid asphalt, emulsified asphalt, and tar items 1A, 1B, and 1C. Item 2, patching materials, bidder E&B Paving and Seal Master. Recommendation, accept the bid from E&B Paving per Mr. Joe Ewing, the Street Department Director, on patching materials. Item 3, hot mix asphalt-based mixtures, intermittent mixtures and surfaces. Bidders E&B Paving and Seal Masters. Recommendation, accept the bids from E&B Paving per Mr. Joe Ewing, the Street Department Director. E&B has submitted with the bid an accelerator clause. See item 1 for instructions. Item 4, crushed stone or material aggregate, all sizes, both Class A and Class B per ton. Bidders were Martin Marietta Materials, Toby Pike Recycling, and the Kokomo Gravel LLC. Recommendation was to accept the bids received by Martin Marietta Material, Kokomo Gravel, and Toby Pike Recycling and instruct Mr. Joe Ewing from the Street Department to secure the needed materials and services on an as-needed basis for the lowest cost available at any given time. Item 5, gravel crushed or uncrushed or washed all pass through a 1-inch screen per ton. Bidders were Martin Marietta Materials, Toby Pike Recycling Center, and Kokomo Gravel. Recommendation: accept the bids received from Martin Marietta Material, Kokomo Gravel Inc., and Toby Pike Recycling, and instruct Mr. Joe Ewing from the Street Department to secure the needed materials and services on the basis of lowest cost and availability at any given time. Item 6, grade B borrow. Bidders were Martin Marietta Materials, Toby Pike Recycling, and Kokomo Gravel. Recommendation was to accept the bids received from Martin Marietta Materials, Kokomo Gravel Inc., and Toby Pike Recycling Center, and instruct Mr. Joe Ewing from the Street Department to secure the needed materials and services on the basis of lowest cost and availability at any given time. Item 7, corrugated metal sewer pipe, all sizes, per lineal foot for Central Garage and the sewer treatment plant in Kokomo, Indiana. St. Regis Culvert, Inc. was the only bidder, and there is no recommendation. The department head should be directed to obtain quotes for any 2021 year purchases for corrugated metal sewer pipe, all sizes per linear foot, as long as the purchases are under the amount allowable by the state statute. The cost and availability for the material must be considered when placing orders. The following items had no bidders. Item 8, the sewer pipes. Item 9, concrete ready mix. Item 10, brick, common, and concrete. Item 11, manhole blocks, circular type. Item 12, concrete per cast manhole sections. And item 13, concrete adjustment rings. And the recommendation for all of these items is the department head should be directed to obtain quotes for any 2021 year purchases for those items, as long as the purchases are under the amount allowed by state statute. The cost and availability of the material must be considered when placing orders. Item 14, gas, diesel, and fuel. Bidders were Petroleum Traders Corporation, Series Solutions Corporation, and Heritage Petroleum. The recommendation was to accept bids from Series Solution Corporation and Petroleum Traders Corporation, and instruct Mr. Joe Ewing at the Street Department to secure needed materials and services on the basis of lowest cost and availability at any given time. Item 15, snow removal equipment rental. There were no bidders. Department head should be directed to obtain quotes for any 2021 year snow removal equipment rental, as long as the cost is under the amount allowed by state statute. Item 16, tires, tubes, and tire repair. Bidders were City Tire, Best One of Indy, Pomps Tire Service, and the recommendation was to accept all bids received from City Tire, Best One of Indy, and Pomps Tire Service, and instruct Mr. Jack Harrison, Fleet Director, Central Equipment, to secure the needed materials and service on the basis of lowest cost and availability at any given time. Item 17, rental of equipment for general construction. There were no bidders, so department heads should be directed to obtain quotes for any 2021 rental equipment for general construction, as long as the purchases are under the amount available by state statute. Item 18, chemicals for the wastewater treatment plant. Bidders were Bontrag Mid-South Inc., JCI Jones Chemicals Inc., and Alexander Chemical Corporation. Recommendations from Ms. Kate Troball, Wastewater Treatment Plant Assistant Superintendent, recommends the following bids be accepted. 18A, caustic soda 50% liquid from Bontrag Mid-South Inc. 18B, sulfuric acid 93% from Bontrag Mid-South East. 18C, sulfuric dioxide 1 ton tank from JCI Jones Chemical. 18D, hydrogen peroxide 35% from Bontrag Mid-South Inc., 18E liquid chlorine, and 1 ton tank from JCI Jones Chemical Inc., and 18F bleach from Bontrag Mid-South Inc. Item 19, traffic paint. This comes from, the bidders are NS Flint Inc., Sherman-Williams, and Seal Master. Recommendation was accept the bid from Sherman-Williams per Mr. Kerry Stranahan, the city engineer. Item 20, traffic control materials. Bidders were Stolo Products and Osborne Associates Inc., and the recommendation was to accept the bid from Stolo Products Inc. by Mr. Kerry Stranahan. And that actually concludes our bids.
I make a motion, we accept the recommendations for each of the items on the 2021 annual materials and service bids contract.
Second the motion?
All in favor?
Aye.
The motion carries. And our last order of business today is to consider the 2021 holiday schedule for the city employees. And this memo comes from Sarah Spencer, the Director of Human Resources. Please find attached the 2021 holiday schedule for city employees. Upon the Portal Works approval, a memo will be distributed to all departments, notifying them of the 2021 holiday schedule for the city employees. Can I get a motion?
I make a motion, we approve the 2021 holiday schedule.
Second the motion?
All in favor?
Aye.
The motion carries. Is there any correspondence?
There is none.
Any items from the public? Items from the board? Alrighty, so lastly is to approve the claims today in the amount of $1,046,374.57.
I make a motion, we approve the claims.
Second the motion?
All in favor?
Aye.
The motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you.